Hello, welcome to my podcast.
Oh God.
I edited that part out. I edited that part out. I edited that part out. We working on it. 3, 2, 1, yourself in. That usually helps.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. I'm in.
Okay. Welcome to my podcast. Another episode. That's fine. Another episode of I Gotta Win the Lotto. Why? Because I want to be rich. So, I have 2 very special guests with me today. Y'all, I am screaming. All right. This is my, oh my gosh, like, you mean my first cousin, like, since forever and ever.
I met them together.
Tell the people who you are.
All right, y'all.
It's your girl, Tia J.
Yes, Tia J.
I'm Deja's cousin. I'm from Charleston. I live in Atlanta now. Guys, y'all know. Y'all follow me on Instagram. You'll see all the do. But yeah, welcome to I Gotta Hit the Lotto, Win the Lotto. Whoop. I gotta win the
Essen. I met them together like 10 years ago. Because we were in 9 and 10.
What the hell? I said 10 years ago. It was way more than 10 years ago.
Okay, 10 plus.
Yeah.
We were in 9. When I got to jump to it, I started in 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. But I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. I live in Atlanta. I'm a teacher. Yes, shout out to the educators out there. And I'm just excited to be on Deja's podcast. I gotta hit the lotto. I need the lotto. I gotta put numbers, all of that. We gotta hit this lotto. So yeah, I'm happy to be a part of I Gotta Win the Lotto.
Cha-ching. Yeah, I thought I was gonna be nervous.
Well, we're gonna just sip to that.
It don't came over here. All right. But I'm not paying you no attention, so don't matter. Exactly.
All right. So basically, today I really want to talk about how, life is after college.
How life is after college.
So, okay, I went to Wendy and USC, the real USC, Oxford 90. With the class.
Yeah, the big CU. The Hilltop High.
Yeah. Well, no, not that one. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean about you. I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking about Southern California.
Okay. I went to USC.
Y'all a part of the real one?
I like them Southern California people. Okay.
You feel me?
But yeah, Spartanburg. No. But how was it, honestly? Like that first year after undergrad? Ooh, child. Oh, I thought the first year of undergrad?
No, after undergrad. Like that transition.
The transition is rough. My transition, I moved straight to Atlanta after you moved. I came straight here. Because I said I was not staying in South Carolina. I gotta go.
Tell you.
Get me I did. I gotta go. So I said when I was moving, I promised myself from the moment I walked that stage, I don't care. I was not going to be a resident of South Carolina. I'm moving. I didn't want to go to North Carolina because my mom lived there. I wanted to go somewhere not South Carolina, North Carolina. And I had a brother that lived here. Or I had a brother that lived here. So I said, I'm going to Georgia. I'm going to Atlanta. Y'all will not see me in North Carolina. So I literally moved here in August. No job.
What year was that?
2021. I graduated in May of 2021. Finished my lease. My lease ended in July. And I was here by August.
And you didn't have a job yet?
No job.
I thought you were already with the
No job.
What? Dang.
No job.
I can understand that. But I guess I was going to
You there with no job. And it was right.
Man, like when listen, I'm going to tell y'all a crazy story. First of all, my senior year ended as soon as school was started. School was done.
Yeah.
We went on spring break.
It never came back.
We was on spring break for 2 weeks. Another week came back again. Y'all in school for again for another week. I'm like, all right, now we go back to school. I got to finish this year off. Got to get my senior project done. Another week, couple more weeks. All right, school's over. Yo, it was like April. First of all, it was April. At this point, I'm like, all right, yeah, my senior year is done. It was done in March. I was very, very sad because I didn't get to see my friends. I didn't get to say goodbye. Like, I went back to Clapham to go get my stuff in like May, I think, because my stuff was at school for like 4 months when school ended. Yeah, it was sick, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, so COVID, we were fresh out of COVID. So we were fresh out of COVID. We were the first group that was able to walk across that stage. And I was lit across that stage.
They had a ceremony at the time. Look at it next year.
So the transition, like, I feel like people, it's not talked about a lot.
It's really not.
Because it's a lot of people that do 4 years in college, come out of school and struggling.
What?
Can't even find a job. So, like, all money we spent, hard work, student loans,
Internship.
working
9 to 5 type of job.
and people can't find. Oh yeah,
That's fine. And
y'all private.
Yes.
Yeah,
like
y'all
4 years there, and y'all get a job right after, and they ask you about loans. A few don't ask you no questions about loans.
I only know of
nothing.
Majority of people that work.
This episode of I Gotta Win the Lotto is brought to you by Eye Candy by Lily. She is an up-and-coming entrepreneur selling lashes, lip oils, lip gloss, magnetic lashes, and much, much more. Go ahead and check out her site for me. You might get a little discount, and I'll let you all.
In their field of either education or health.
Yeah.
I
think
psychology,
psychology
or engineers.
Definitely.
But if we were like communication majors, business majors,
no.
It's a lot of people out here struggling to find a job within their majors, so they can say, "Oh, I went to college for whatever amount of years, and I was able to find a job within my field." Like I only know a handful of people, and the people that I do know, they're nursing.
Yep.
Or education. Not get those things.
Back to get a master's.
Yeah. Or back in school.
And
Get a master's. I don't want to go back to school. They're 4 years just to be making what I need to be making. Gotta go back. More loans.
Yep. I don't know about
more debt.
It ain't right. You don't think you'll go back? Right. I was considering, but like just like realizing people who like got jobs in my field, they didn't even go to school. I'm damn sure nobody go back.
Even me.
I'm not trying to go back.
That's 4 years. That's all y'all get from me. But then we get out here, and then you be like, nobody want to pair me.
Right.
Right.
So they be like, dang, I might have to go back to
And for those fields, like educators, they're not paying us SHIT. So you got to go back. You got to go back and get those additional that additional degree to just be on a scale where you can afford to live. Especially living here.
It's
like I moved there. I said I'm here, and it's like
you like, why is everything so expensive?
Crazy thing is like to live comfortably here, you gotta live somewhere that's hard to you. Like
exactly.
They be like, it's cheaper in some places. I'm not moving to some places. I'm not doing
that. I be hearing all kind of horror stories.
I'm trying to say that I'm sure
about females.
Lady shooting at her boyfriend shooting at the she killed.
Yeah.
Like what time? Why shoot at? Yeah, I don't know.
It's just like you think you find a spot and then either they already like lease it out to somebody else, or
they charge me like $2 bands,
and they be catfishing.
$2 bands just to lease.
No, y'all, this is a funny story. When I first got here, see, you got I think. No, wait, I got here too. I got here 2021 too.
Me too.
Damn, we was 3 weeks apart.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to tell you, bro. My first apartment, y'all, was the worst. Like I'm talking about roaches, bro. Like the cabinets, old wood, sick, and they catfish me real bad.
And the bro, we went to go like tour for apartments or whatever. Okay, online. You be like, okay, this is decent. It wasn't even like nothing extravagant, like a luxury apartment. It was like a regular looking apartment.
Mm-hmm.
We get here, bro. We was in the PJs, bro. Just like, y'all don't come to y'all for me.
Yeah, I'm from West Ashley.
And let's say for everything. So,
okay.
I don't live in bad places.
You go to the leasing office. Girl, okay, why is there a leasing office in like one of the apartments?
No.
And then like the ceiling was coming in, the refrigerator was next to her.
Oh,
Bro. I was like,
You ever been inside
I was like, what is this?
What's been a job with Dixie Furniture? Have been inside it?
Yeah.
Like they over. They want you to pay $1,000 for them,
Yeah.
That's not as cute.
and they be worth $600.
That don't make no sense.
Not.
That don't make no sense. My
I'm
end
telling
goal is to own.
Right.
Let's start there. Let's start there. You're not going to rob me to live in some
Is this
somebody
right?
already
Is the money
lived
going
in.
to family?
Yeah. And then let's not even get started on you pay all this money.
Yep.
Soon as something breaks, why I gotta wait 2 and 3 and 4 and 5
Yes.
days? I need immediate service. Right now I'm paying $1,800
Well, my-
rent.
my-
Why the garbage disposal? Why I gotta go garbage
My
when
AC
something
went
out?
out.
Why am I went out 3 weeks later?
Bruh, what? Oh my
Pissed.
gosh.
It was
My
hot
AC
outside.
went out the hottest week in Georgia.
Man, it was like a month.
I think I told you about my wasp infestation.
Oh my god.
I had wasps coming through the door.
Oh,
I came and I was killing over 200 wasps.
I wasn't gonna be feeling it.
I reported it to the office and then I went to the manager. Just rude. Like, sir, you get that rent every time, on time, every month, on time. I don't want to come home to wasps. It got so bad that they weren't doing anything. I had to literally call a wasp company myself to come
That's
out.
crazy.
I paid $18.71 to be exact. Oof. Not including utilities. Oof. It's nice, but it's not worth renovating.
Yeah,
It's not worth it.
Like they just painted or did whatever they did over the old has-been apartment.
That's literally the
Remember when we were trying to evict me? I didn't get a call while I'm at work. I was like, oh, if I got a He worked doing a dash going all through Little East Cobb, Marietta
I
boy.
think somebody was crazy.
Oh God, I'm 3 months behind on my rent. Now somebody's been taking the money out of my bank account every month. So, and then he was like, oh yeah, our system made an error. Your system made an error that I did not pay 3 months worth of rent.
Yeah. That was my notice the first
Oh God. I'm like,
y'all like 2 months.
Why we keep going through all these similar experiences? Like they lost our check. They didn't even want to pay the check. They lost our check. They lost $1,800, bro.
And then they have the audacity to add these late fees.
yes.
I'm trying to tell you, quick.
Fees.
Quick.
And when you move out, they add these fees like if you burn the floor, if the carpet is or the wall is chipped. Y'all just take and put cheap paint and stuff.
So it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter.
That's
Like,
that's transition.
that transition hard.
It's rough.
I mean, and it don't like
I feel like somebody who feel like they've been in school.
right. But the thing is, we mentally have to
Yes.
We're mentally going through it mentally, physically, and emotionally.
Yes.
That transition
No,
is just all a lot because you're going from being in college, living life. We were so adamant about, oh, I can't wait to graduate and be an adult and be on my own. But when our parents, I know my mom's like, oh, you better be careful what you ask
What?
for. Right now, you only paying $600 rent.
Yep.
That's it. You don't gotta work. You get your little refund check, whatever. Cool.
Who the refund check?
And now it's like, dang, I was so ready. Then it's like, because when I got here, I just went straight to work at a daycare because I just picked up anything I could pick up. Who is that?
Oh, we got to edit that. Bloopers.
Who's it? We're in the middle of a podcast and you
In the middle of it.
police.
I'm trying to call y'all to see if y'all can be ready now.
We gotta be there at 10:15.
But we gotta leave at 9:30.
Why we gotta leave at 9:30?
Because it's only we gotta be there on time.
We gotta be there by 10:15. I already know that.
Okay. Like, you calling? Yeah. Shit, man.
You called them awful?
Yes. Sorry, podcast.
We'll edit it.
But
But, bloopers. I don't need. I probably thought I was wrong. But, yeah, like that.
it's
It's time. Y'all gonna be at that place on time. But that mental transition, I had never cried so much. Right. Like, I feel like it's feeling like when we saying not one thing is another, I mean every single week. It felt like, God, like I moved here, I messed up my car, so I had to pay for that, and then had to pay like pay for the rent, and then just stuff for the house. And you be like, bro, I feel like I'm dishing out money every day.
Yeah, you need to go rest for yourself.
You don't have nothing. So then now I'm in this house, all the bills are paid, but I cannot do nothing.
I be skipping some business so I can run out some fun. Because I'm like, bro, I'm not going to be sitting here living paying these bills. I'll be skipping some extensions because I'm not about to not go catch this drink or this happy hour or go play baseball, do whatever, whoop, for a bill. I'm sorry. I don't care. Priorities what? I perk my life and like be happy.
I'm not gonna lie, that's me. Everybody know that's me.
You want to be happy?
Fine, I'm gonna be on the trip.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's paying her bills and going this.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Hey, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
That's literally me. You used to make me like,
You got to, because if you die today or tomorrow,
Exactly.
all this
the bills now, they gonna be money.
it's right here. I remember when we were getting ready to go to Cali. My friend, God bless her soul, Z, she just had started a new job, and she was getting ready to go to law school and stuff like that. And she couldn't take off for the trip. She could not get off of the trip. Or she was trying to figure out what to tell her job so that she could go on the trip.
Yeah.
So we're like, girl, call out, take off.
Yeah,
that job gonna be right there. It's right. Yeah, it's gonna be right there. And that's crazy because a couple months later she passed away. Or before the trip, before we even the night we were paying the money for our Airbnb, she passed away.
Yeah.
So it's like now, ever since then, and then my cousin who I moved here for, she passed away in July of me moving here. I'm just like, I'm gonna do everything I want to do. I'm gonna cry in the process. I'm gonna be stressed, but I don't care. Like, we gotta live for today. Like, just like live for
But
today.
that's what they do too. Like they want you to feel like that. They want you to mentally be messed up. Like, and you gotta find some ins and outs and some loopholes to get through all that stuff. Like, you gotta be able to know how to get through it. Because if you don't, you're literally gonna be depressed.
I mean, sometimes you
Dark
got
eyes.
to RP the big fall to go to Cancun.
Exactly. Rob his ass.
I be listen. I know that.
I tried after daycare, and I was working at Macy's, and then when I got into the school system, I was at the school, still working at Macy's. But then it got to the point like I don't have anything left for me,
Right?
Because now I'm working 2 jobs, school, and I'm back in school, and it's like, what do I have left to give? Nothing, because I'm exhausted.
Tell you.
I'm exhausted. So it's like you run your body crazy, run yourself crazy, do this, do that, and what you don't have nothing left to give. And I need to have something left to give.
Okay.
I didn't have to like, dang, I want to get my getting. I don't even enjoy things like getting my nails done or getting my hair done.
Right, because you gotta go pay that bill next
Yeah, and then it just be so tired. Like I'm exhausted. Like I'm sitting here and get my nails done, falling asleep.
And speaking of getting your hair done, gotta pay these bills real quick, ladies. If you know you're not feeling right and your hair's just looking all busted and dusted, your split ends is just running all over the place. That baby hair is looking real grown. It's not a baby hair anymore. For all my girls in 843 Charleston, South Carolina, take it on down to Z Style. That girl Zari is
That's my cousin.
right. And she gonna hook you up.
That is my little cousin.
She's
like
Yes, she's right. She gonna hook you up.
yeah, that's my little cousin.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember when Z first started doing wigs out at South Carolina State, out her room. I used to drop my mom off, cousin, I need a wig. Like, so yes, definitely do that.
Yeah, so get your mind right. But like back to what we were saying.
Baby, look back. Sure, got something back on too. Okay, start button. Great. I don't even know how you gotta probably slide it up. That's I don't usually use that version of it.
It's not when you just don't have no money left over to do nothing for yourself.
I'm trying to tell you.
It just be like, bro, why am I doing that?
A lot. So my little cousins who like graduating from high school and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not bashing them if they don't want to go to college.
I'm not.
I'm not trying to tell kids, hey,
Pick what you want to do.
Do what you want to do.
If you want to get a
That whole,
change,
that whole people who go to college, you don't go to college, you're not going to be successful.
Man,
It's a lie. You guys who didn't go to college, they shit. We all got in the same boat, or not? They got more. Yeah, like all the student debt. I'm at almost 200,000.
man, I'm not paying them people back. I'm not paying them back.
200,000.
I don't mind that.
200,000 over $200,000 worth of
I got like 100,000, but I ain't gonna
debt.
200. Why is so much money in that?
Because I did 4.5 years.
Oh yeah. I said, I got about here quick.
My mom did. So most of the loans, my mom did the Parent Plus. And
Oh, yeah.
all the phone, but and then I had to go to a private loan company.
Y'all paying y'all loans back?
No, so I'm back.
Get it back to
No,
us.
it's on. Put it on hold or something.
Oh, the first?
Yeah, the deferment. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they done pushed mine back a couple times.
Because they wanted her to start paying 70 something. Y'all pay what?
I'm trying to start back the payments, and I'm look at the email everything.
And it's like you be so ready to get out of undergrad, just to like I got tired of school.
Yeah.
But then once you get home, you be like,
One thing I can
I
say
miss
about
out on like bills. I miss out just being around. Everything was right there. The store, your apartment, the school, and to have everything's right in your reach. And the minute you get into the adult world, you gotta drive behind God's back.
one thing I tell you, like I do miss like the ABC experience.
on food stamps. Let's talk. Basically, society says I have to go and have kids in order to get some type of government assistance.
Man, they want you to
What about the people that came out of and no shade at all? Because y'all do people with kids, y'all deserve help too. But I feel like we all deserve help.
I'm not lying.
No, it's y'all.
I'm like, there's no way y'all think. There's no way. No way. Y'all think that I can afford to pay $1,800 rent, car note, car insurance, groceries, utilities, gas, and still afford to even be a human. Get my hair done. Go out.
And I'm doing that. And I'm not doing that. This is why I skip bills. This is why, y'all, honestly, my money I got for my car and my insurance is going to Texas with me next week. It's not going to car. It's going to Texas next week.
Then
Okay?
you gotta worry about keeping your credit up. For
Yeah.
what? It's a
Y'all.
Why are you pissing me
Oh,
off?
I understand. Credit. Boy, I'm coming at 80 points. So nice, man. It don't look nice.
80 points off of one payment.
Yes.
One.
But when I'm on time, it'd be like, you went up
2
13 points.
Yeah.
But I dropped 8. Yeah.
Right.
I'm a no credit.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like,
And my grandma was like, credit, one thing you don't ever want to ruin is your credit. Credit can buy you, money can't.
it can't.
Well, dang, I'm trying.
But then another thing you have to do is like, okay, like my major was public health exercise science, so I'm in like corporate health and wellness right now. Yours education, and you're teaching. Yours was mass communication, and you're still doing like your behavioral stuff. But you got to think about the people who like went to school for all that time and are not using their major, or like they might have been like an athlete, thought they was gonna make it,
That's
and then they just
That too.
kind of SOL.
But then it's just like, I have one of my friends. She went to school for 4 years, did the whole nursing thing. Got out, couldn't pass the NCLEX. Couldn't pass the NCLEX. So now that I've wasted and I accumulated all of this student debt, shout out to all my nursing friends out there because doing that that was my first major when I first got to school. I was not focused enough. I'm telling you, I was living my life. I could not anatomy and physiology kill me.
I nothing.
Kill me, tear me up, girl. Listen. So shout out to everybody who put in that work in undergrad. Within the nursing major. But then you get out of school, now you can't pass the NCLEX. So all of that hard work, paying for the NCLEX,
And like the
stress, yes, and then with nursing, if you get below a certain grade, they kick you out. They kicked out the program. So all of that, now you made it through all of that. Now you can't pass the NCLEX. Now you gotta find
Cause I
something
knew
else.
a girl, she had to transfer school.
Yeah, I know somebody too. Yeah, me
And I
too.
mean, she made it.
Yeah, but she had to start all over. So just think about people like that. Like, the world is brave. Oh, I'm sorry.
And you gotta read that.
Yeah,
You gotta you just gotta do what's best for you.
You gotta outsmart it.
Whether that be for school or work, like you really just you got to finesse the system.
Yes.
And that's one thing I had to learn. Like networking,
Especially here.
networking. Like people don't take it. Like when I was at the hospital and I was trying to get an exercise physiology, it's so like it's not hard to get in that field, but you really gotta know somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be like shadowing people, and half the stuff that I was able to do, it wasn't for like having people at my job helping me or like just other internships I've had. I would have never even got in contact with them.
That's literally me with the Media Girls Network.
Like,
well, I got into the education, the system here because of my soror.
Mm-hmm.
One of my sorors.
So that all falls back on knowing somebody else.
You know somebody.
you need to network. Like,
What she gonna do? Like, it's like, if you got no other door, anything but to know somebody. Like, that's just what it is.
My dad got his own business. That man, I think the highest grade he dropped out when he was 9th, 10th grade.
Oh, wow.
Never worked a 9 to 5.
I know that's right, man.
Felon. He's a felon. And I can't tell you, I've never wanted for anything. Ever. So that whole, if you don't go to school, you're not going to do this, that is cap. Don't let nobody lie to you.
Big hat.
As long as you got a plan,
That's
as long
all
as you got a
you
plan
need.
and you doing the right thing with your plan,
I'm telling you.
don't nobody should ever feel bad about not going to school, not finishing school. I see people beat themselves up about education,
It was
not finishing.
I ain't gonna say no names, but it's somebody who went to school and told their family that they graduated. And they did. And that person posted about it, and that kind of came forward, telling it was a lie. But I'm just like, bro, what you lying for? Like, it ain't even all that. Like, ain't you know that ain't like. But it's just like that's a problem. Though. That's a problem. You try to
like
work
for
so
a
hard.
team.
Yeah,
Like,
like.
first generation, and like all 5 different
Yeah.
it could be like,
Man, even if I didn't finish, because I'm first generation for my, but even if I'm gonna lie.
Went on a full scholarship. So my parents had to pay for me. I was supposed to lie that I was a student loan. But he went on a full scholarship.
well, I'm saying,
No, but you're supposed to have to do that.
It's
These
awesome.
athletes go and they play basketball and they run track and they burn themselves out to try to get to the next level. And guess what? It's just another
Low key, they'll be having no character.
Just another
They're just like people. Like they'll be having no kind of character development being an athlete in college. Like you're not experiencing nothing. Like
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
no, like okay. What I'm saying is like I guess not for everybody. A lot of males, a lot of times, suffer with that problem.
I guess, okay, I know what you're saying. Because some people, since they've been
They be so like they
But
just
for some of them,
they be so
that's
like
their way. That's what paid their way for college. That's the only way they could, go and continue to live that dream and live it for free. Honestly,
Yeah,
but
not
not live it for free, but pay it with a different cost.
Yeah.
So basically, putting in the works, making sure they stay with their grades, practicing, conditioning, working out, whatever. So games, traveling. So although they don't have to pay for the education standpoint, they're still paying, by time, energy, and just with skills. So, but they
But
do all
that's
of
what I'm
that,
saying. Loki kind of lacked a little bit of character versus somebody who wasn't like an athlete, and they just would have like to myself. I can't say that because I had dance all through Claflin, and if you say anything to me, I'm gonna practice from 6 and 2. I'm 8 like it was kind of like that, but I still this why I ain't gonna love to I'm going to practice, going to class, and I'm still going to that party on Tuesday night. I'm still going to party on Friday.
That's how we was joining my sorority. Like,
Yeah, man, I didn't care.
at one point, it was just a lot. Like, what in the world? This is a lot. This is a lot.
So then, after you graduate, and you don't have all that other stuff to do,
but it's like it just switches instead of
Right, it
having
switches.
like meetings or
If you
practice.
go to college, go for business. So when you get out, if you want to start that business,
Yeah.
start that business. And honestly, like I said, my daddy got his own trucking company. He has a 9th, 10th grade education. I mean, on paper. I've never wanted for anything. My dad he's always been able to help me and my brother from the time we were born. I can still till this point. I don't necessarily pay my car. He pays
I
for
agree.
it. So it's like, that's just my opinion. I'm not going to bash somebody for not going to college.
Right.
They
I
really
would never. Nah, don't get me wrong. There are plenty of females in this world that are in the trade. I'm just not one of them. But if I was a
And I ain't gonna try that.
or I'd be a welder, I'd be wiring somebody. I'd be
I watch each other renovating houses. Like, I'm looking into that kind of stuff. I'm watching, like, oh, this look fun. Like, Raven got a sick.
He's like a plumber. He can have like 2 jobs. That's like $3,000 in 1 week. Off of 2 jobs alone.
I'm about to
That's what I'm talking about. Like, trades, school is cool, but you go to trade school too.
You need grade school. You need elementary school.
For sure.
To learn the fundamentals. They need that. In high school, they need to start teaching stuff like taxes.
Yes.
Financial literacy.
literacy.
Come on now.
And I mean, public speaking, that should be taught in high school, not
Yes.
in college.
Yes.
First of all, I did terrible.
Not that in college.
It was college level.
Yeah, like that should be taught like early 9th grade, 8th grade.
I think even middle school.
Because why? Like it's just gonna make no sense.
Like, what makes public speaking so important that it can't be taught in high school, middle school, why college?
Now, when y'all did graduate and y'all were like trying to get to like these jobs and stuff, did y'all feel like you were behind some of your peers?
Oh, I still feel that way. Definitely, I still feel that way. I feel that way because
I don't feel it.
I would say that mainly say they need quite different majors. Because like sometimes when I see people, but the thing is, a lot of them who I look at, they're older than me too. They like a year of they graduated earlier. Like they're working at news, but I don't want to go into news.
Because people that I just talked to, this is the same. Yep, everybody going through it. I haven't heard from nobody that just said life is just not life and it's easy and so on.
Everybody say
If I hear that, I just need to book in the manual.
How you think?
Even the most successful people,
Mm-hmm.
it's always going to be something. Like we were just literally talking about how they said money changes things, or money, that's all you need. Money brings happiness.
I hear that all the time.
But people who got money, these people
happy.
mentally, if you mentally not okay, it don't matter how much money you got, you're gonna self-destruct every time.
And you know
That's why you hear about
I
all
know
these
that.
celebrities strung out on drugs. They got
Yes.
social anxiety because they can't even live in a world of to be like they can't even live being who they truly are.
Yeah.
Like now I gotta love for somebody. Just imagine having to live like we got the financial problems, but imagine having to just live for somebody to please the world.
Talk that talk.
That is too much.
All of you.
They need to stop saying that.
That is not.
Like, it's
Like
You still gonna have problems. May not be the problem, but you have.
but
people.
now it's like, okay, I'm a singer, I'm an actor, I got the model, I got all this money, but I can't even be and live who I truly am. Like I can't.
That's true.
Like that is hard. Like mentally, and we deal with mental stuff along with the financial
I
stuff.
got therapy every 2 weeks. I'm gonna promote therapy. It has been amazing. Like amazing. When I tell you, shout out to my therapist, like, I had crashed out so bad, bro. It was one point where I disappeared. I couldn't do it. Like I think
Because life is life.
right. Especially moving away from home too. Oh my god, man.
So like, when did like the gears start to switch? Like, okay, I think I'm finally getting the hang of things.
It's like as soon as you get ahead, it's something else.
I feel like you never really
But- I don't know, but like it was like once I was like started going to grad school, right? And like I got the job at the hospital, it was like, okay, I see the light. Like I can see how to maneuver now. Like what's going to be my next step, or like how can I, you know what I'm saying?
I would say for me, well, I'll be done with classes November 15th.
Mhm.
So I'll say for me, yeah, but it's like you make more money, they gonna take more money from you.
Mhm.
There's always something.
That's
else
literally
coming.
exactly what I'm
Like,
going.
yes, I'm going to get another degree, but guess what?
More taxes coming out,
More
Yeah.
taxes,
and more debt.
more debt.
That's the only thing. Like I just feel
I
like.
see it. Like, okay, I'm a teacher. I'm doing what I wanted to do in my field.
But it's
But
like
now I'm seeing like, dang, we're really undervalued.
No, for real.
We gotta do
Big
this.
time.
We gotta tend to the kids, tend to the parents. On top of doing our lesson plans, following the guidelines as just a worker. That's just one.
And it was an artist that said that the judges make it more than the teachers. And I never forgot that.
That's a whole nother conversation.
I never forgot that verse. That's how you have to come to judge that learn.
Yeah. When they say you a doctor, you a parent, you a social worker, you a friend, you're like so many different things. So many different things. And not just for one kid, for multiple kids. And not only do you have to deal with that, not only do you have to be a teacher, a parent, a counselor, a friend, a therapist, a protector. We do these. Your life is not even promised. You go to work today, you don't know some idiot who may also be dealing with mental illness. Yeah, now you got to think about that.
Right, that works.
On top of making sure these kids are learning, because these kids, whatever they're being exposed to now in the real life,
It's social media.
it's too much. And it comes just in the classroom. Then you got to try to teach. You got different personalities. Then you got to make sure I'm doing my job. So now I got to make sure I have lesson plans. I got to plan this, plan that. Now I got to make sure I deal with the parents, answer to them.
And you still got to be mentally okay too.
And mentally okay to come in to work that chaos.
If you don't go to work, them bills don't get paid.
Hey man, one thing about it, I can use vacation time. I don't do it.
It's not like when you were in school where you
Right,
like, that's not how the real world works. Like when you don't feel like showing up, you still gotta show up.
Let me say this. College does not prepare
It doesn't.
an individual for the real world.
It doesn't.
It's a dreamville. That's all college is. You go to school, you get to have fun, you meet people from all across the world, you date people, you sleep with people, you mess with people, you join sororities, you join organizations, you play sports, you do this, you do that, and then guess what? You gotta really start. It's not preparing you. It's not concentrating on exploring
That's
on me.
College prepares you for your career, but life itself, it's just exposing you to life.
And when we
But
think
that's it.
about it, your career is life. That's within your life.
Something I hated, like being in school, was that saying when they would say, "It's gonna be hard when you get out of school. It's gonna be hard." I hated when they always said that. They always say like, "Yeah, you probably not gonna find a job when you get out." I always hated that because I'm just like, bro, why isn't there anybody to break the doors down for us? Like, why it gotta keep being that? Like, you're not gonna get a job when you get out. You're gonna have to do this when you get out. I'm like, bro, why you?
Don't get me wrong. Don't be scared to get out of college now. Just keep trying to enroll in